Now to supermodel Petra Nemcova's mission. After surviving the deadly tsunami that struck countries throughout Southeast Asia 20 years ago, she turned that pain into purpose, vowing to help victims of natural disasters after most of the world had moved on. She sat down with our Diane Sawyer to talk about putting that experience into action in her life now.
You've seen her face, that beautiful woman on the cover of magazines, the world-renowned supermodel Petra Nemcova. Also a woman with a powerful purpose, turning a horror she experienced into hope for other people. 20 years ago, she was a 25-year-old on a dream vacation in Thailand with the boyfriend she loved. Then the historic and deadly tsunami savaged Southeast Asia. The monstrous wall of water, steel and metal, carried her boyfriend Simon Attlee to his death as he called out her name. Somehow, she managed to grab onto the top of a palm tree, and she held on for nearly 8 hours in searing pain from all her broken bones.
I think in everyone's life, in some point, there's a tragedy. In some way, the tragedy gives us an opportunity to put a meaning into our life.
That was Petra Nemcova when I first met her 20 years ago. This is Petra today.
I feel like everything changed. My personal life, my professional life, my values, my purpose in life.
But even as she healed, she kept reliving the screams of the children propelled by that water just out of reach.
Children trying to scream for help. I couldn't go and swim to them or try to help them because I couldn't move my legs. I couldn't do anything.
That pain, it's with me so strongly every single day. That day of a tsunami, I didn't have a choice to help children, but today and every day I have a choice, and that keeps moving me every day, and we all have a choice every day.
And that's why 2 decades ago she had an idea. She would use her own money and time to try to build an army of volunteers to keep helping the victims of natural disasters long after the world's attention has moved on.
The 2-3 months after natural disasters, it's usually the time when also different organizations leave. The depression goes deeper, and that's when many suicides happen. And if there's no more support from organizations, you're like, how I ever gonna rebuild my life?
And today, her idea has become a global nonprofit now called All Hands and Hearts. Through the years, 68,000 volunteers deploying in the aftermath of tsunamis, tornadoes, hurricanes, all around the world, rebuilding schools and homes. Almost 2 months ago, Hurricane Helene smashed into the mountains of North Carolina.
In Helene, we were there day 2, and we made commitment to stay for 1 year.
For 1 year, there will be those people in purple shirts, the healing sight of All Hands and Hearts. Kind strangers who have come to help and to stay.
Hi, Robin.
Robin Young is an experienced contractor supervising the volunteers.
This is incredible, the destruction here. So high was the debris here.
At least 30 feet tall. Trees, cars, houses. Across the street, there was a cabin wrapped around that tree over there.
They plan to help 500 families in North Carolina. Families like Maggie and Craig Chamberlain. Their home before the hurricane, now still standing but gutted by mud and water.
But we were not in a flood zone here, hence that's why we didn't have flood insurance.
Most homes here don't have flood insurance at all. You would never expect flooding happening here in such a mountainous areas.
The volunteers in purple shirts have arrived to help Maggie clear out the wreckage of her home, the black mold, the debris, the despair.
Bedroom, it was actually like a little mini hospital in here because my husband has been on hospice for, I guess, about 8 months. He was comfortable here.
With Helene happening, this is, you're fighting 2 big fights.
Two big ones, yeah.
This morning, they're calling on everyone watching to join their army of hope.
In the new year, we will need lots of volunteers, lots of support, so come and join us. And we have an incredibly experienced staff. You don't need any skills.
Jessica Thompson is the CEO of All Hands and Hearts.
Right now we are responding to Hurricanes Helene and Milton in North Carolina and Florida. We still have work in Maui, Hawaii for the wildfires. And we also have school construction projects in Mexico, Nepal, and the Philippines.
There's still a lot more to do.
And among the volunteers at Petra's side, there to help, are the family of someone she loved, someone who was lost in the tsunami 20 years ago, photographer Simon Attlee.
Simon's family became my family, and Simon's friends became my friends. I'm so grateful for them because they embraced me with so much love.
And embraced her own new family. In 2019, Petra married entrepreneur Benjamin Laretch. They now have a son, Bodhi.
And I have a son. And I have a beautiful husband. And there's so many blessings to be grateful for, yes. I was lucky because I met another twin flame. And Ben is my twin flame, and he's an incredible soul. And I just feel so lucky because I didn't know it's going to happen, and they're my two loves of Ben and Bodhi, and just bring lots of sunshine. And Bodhi means enlightenment.
And so next week, when we all look back at the 20th anniversary of the tsunami, remember Petra Nemcova and her volunteers, who will be lighting candles not to remember the darkness, but to believe in the power of light.
And we will invite everybody to join us to light a candle, to bring more light to the world.
And Petra's definitely made her pain her purpose and is bringing a lot of light to the world indeed. And our friends at National Geographic also recently released a series documenting the events of that day. Tsunami: Race Against Time is available on Disney+.